The first construction is how to make equilateral triangle on a given line segment. So what you do is you move your compass, the point, onto one endpoint of the line segment. Then you open up the compass so that the pencil is on the other endpoint. And now you make a circle. You don't have to make the entire circle, but you could make a portion of it so that there's something sort of above. As long as it goes above the center of the line segment, it should work okay. Now when you lift your compass, it's going to collapse. Now we can make a second circle. Make a second circle so that this time the point is on the other endpoint. And we open this up. Like this. And now you make the other circle, or at least enough of the other circle. Now those two circles come together at this point right here. Now you can just connect this point to this one. Whoops. Yeah. And do the same thing over here. And you have created your equilateral triangle. And that's the first construction. Now, as far as the line goes, the arc, you really only need sort of this portion of each of the arcs. So if that's all you had, that would be okay. The second construction, 1.2, is to copy a line segment to another spot. And the way we do that is we start, this here on the left is the point, and this over here on the right is the line segment I want to copy. Maybe I should put some letters in here. I'll call this point A, and the endpoints of the line segment I'll call B and C. So the first step is to make an equilateral triangle the first step is to make So the first step is to make a line segment between A and B. And then do that process of creating the equilateral triangle. So put the pointy part of the compass on B, open it up to A, and we don't need to make the entire arc. We could just make this sort of portion of it. Do this on the other side. I don't need to make the entire, I don't need to make the full circle. I just need enough of it to, get these arcs to intersect. Now, I do that. And, whoops, kind of ugly, but there it is. Oops. Now that I have the equilateral triangle, I make two more circles. And the first one is I'm going to go over to B. I'm going to make a circle that has a radius so that it goes through C also. And I'm going to make the full circle. Now I'll move the compass out of the way, and I'm going to take this point up here, which I've been calling point D, and draw a line that goes from D through B all the way until it hits the circle. I'll call the point where it hits the circle, I'll call that G. Now I'm going to make one more circle This one has center D, and it's going to go through point G also. And I'll make the full circle. Okay, I'm done with the compass now. The final step is to make a point from D through A and keep going until I hit the big circle that was just drawn. Call that point L. So we're done with the construction. AL will definitely be the same length as AL will be the same length as BC now. And that's how you do that construction. The reason why this one works is that, let's just say AB was 3 and BC was 5. Then DB would also be 3 and BG would also be 5. So DG would be 8, which means DL would be 8. But DL consists of AL and DA. DA is 3, so AL would be 5 also. Well, that's a short explanation for why that works.